All right, we are officially 2 days out from the mega amazing greatest boxing card of all time, the last crescendo, Beterbiev versus Bivol 2 in Saudi Arabia, made by His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. And today we are going to be doing our predictions for the fight. I know it's been a minute since I uploaded. I think the last time I uploaded a video where I was just talking boxing to the camera was when I was announcing this. So it was a couple months ago, but we've had some unfortunate news happen to us a few days before this card with Schofield, Shakur Stevenson's opponent, being. I didn't really look into the whole details. I just know he's not here. I think he said he was poisoned or he got ill or something. So Shakur Stevenson is fighting Josh Padley instead. And just only about a few hours ago, Daniel Dubois was announced. I don't know if he was poisoned, but he was announced ill as well, and he's not going to be fighting Joseph Parker anymore. But I think we have an even better fight between Bacoli and Joseph Parker. It's insane that they're going to allow a beast like Bacoli to be the freaking replacement. That's insane to me. I mean, I think he might beat Joseph Parker, but we'll get to that in a minute. So Schofield is out, which makes the card a little sad, and then Dubois is out, but Bacoli's a great replacement, dude. Bacoli's like top 5 heavyweight in the world after we saw what he did to Jared Anderson. But anyways, I'm just here to talk about the predictions because I'm known for being the prediction king, and let's talk about it, bro, because dude, I've been having lots of dreams for these fights. One in particular that I'm super excited for is I think the fight that might take over the show is Israel Madrimov versus Virgil Ortiz Jr. But let's just go from the beginning. So I believe the first fight, and this is just me going off the top of my head, so just from memory, I think Callum Smith versus Joshua Buatsi is first. This is the only one that I'm not super interested in. I could really care less who wins this. I think Callum Smith, it's 50-50. Honestly, I can't choose who wins this. I say it's 50-50 absolutely. Yeah, this is one I'm really not interested in, but if I had to choose a winner, I'm going to say Callum Smith just because I haven't seen much of Joshua Buatsi, to be completely honest, and usually I know that I should be doing my research, but Joshua Buatsi, he hasn't really been like the main on cards that much. I mean, I think he fought Richards. Dude, sorry, I've been out of touch with boxing, so I can't even remember the names. The dude that fought Bivol, Richardson or Richins, I can't even remember, but he looked decent there. But this is the one I'm not really like super sure about. So I'm just going to say 50-50. I'll take Callum Smith. But now let's get on to the amazing. Dude, can you believe this? This is like 7 fights, just fire. I mean, if Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith was a normal main event card, which it probably should be, I'd watch it. I think it's good. But compared to the other fights in the cards, I wouldn't rate it that high. But I believe next up is Ajit Kabayel versus Zhile Zhang, which I think is an amazing fight. I think Ajit Kabayel can get it done. I think Zhile Zhang is the hardest puncher at heavyweight, excluding Deontay Wilder. I think Zhile Zhang he has great defense. He's really tough to take down. He's a great chin. I think he's one of the best heavyweights in the world for sure. But Ajit Kabayel is really coming up. We saw him against Makhmudov. Man, he destroyed Makhmudov. I think Zhile Zhang is levels above Makhmudov because Makhmudov is just Okay, so he trains with Mark Ramsey, who trains Beterbiev, and if you look at Mark Ramsey, he's one of the worst trainers in the sport. Really only trains guys to punch harder. He doesn't really know how to box. Beterbiev just happens to be a good boxer, and Mark Ramsey just helps him punch harder. Like, look at the guys who have trained under Mark Ramsey. David Lemieux hits extremely hard, but extremely limited. Makhmudov, extremely limited. So I feel like that win over Makhmudov, while it was impressive, I think Zhile Zhang will be tougher. But I think dude, Kabayel might knock him out to the body. He might just throw that right uppercut liver shot that he landed so many times against Makhmudov. I think he's just going to hit Zhang with it. Zhang is really big, so it's hard to say. I think this is 50-50 as well. A lot of these are just really pick-em fights. But I'm going to go with Ajit Kabayel in this fight. I don't know. I just think he'll outbox Zhang, whether he knocks him out to the body, whether he decisions him. I don't know. But I really rate both of these guys. I think they're both top 5 heavyweights, like in terms of skill. So I think it'll be really amazing. I think it's close to 50-50, but in my prediction, I'm gonna say Ajit Kabayel knocks him out. So at this point, I'm not really sure what orders which. Like I said, I'm just going off the top of my head from memory. I think is it Hamza Shiraz versus Carlos Adames? And I think Carlos Adames is. I think this one will be a whitewash. I think Shiraz is going to knock Adames out. Not much to say. I think Adames is very limited. The 160 division is kind of garbage now. After like Golovkin and Charlo and all those, dude, 160 used to be like the best division in boxing. Now all you have is freaking Shiraz. Dude, Shiraz is amazing. Let me get that straight. Shiraz is an amazing fighter, but he's like the only good guy at the division. You can say Yanabek, but Yanabek, he's kind of he doesn't do much for him. I think Shiraz would knock him out. So I think this will be an amazing performance for Adames. I mean, not Adames. Shiraz on Adames, and I'm very confident in this one. I think Shiraz will knock him out. So far, I think the Callum Smith one is 50-50. But I'll lean towards Callum Smith, but I really just prefer to say 50-50. On that one, the first one is 50-50. Then I think Ajit Kabayel by knockout. I think Shiraz by knockout. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think Israel Madrimov versus Virgil Ortiz is next. And this is an interesting one. I used to be good friends with Virgil Ortiz, as you know, but we had a little going out. I'm not going to get into the whole details, so I'm not a big fan of Virgil now when I see him fighting. I do want to see Israel Madrimov win, but Virgil Ortiz is such a dog. And, you could say, looking at how Madrimov, and I said to myself, looking at how he looked against Boachuk and looking at how Madrimov looked against Crawford, you could say Madrimov's easily going to win. Even though I want that to be the case because I like Madrimov, styles make fights, and I feel like Boachuk has the perfect style against Ortiz. Those are both guys who loves to fight and like stand toe to toe, and I feel like that was a really close fight. And if anyone gonna give Virgil Ortiz a tough fight, it'd be Boachuk due to styles. But Madrimov is a dog. He's amazing, but I don't know what's due to styles. I still think Madrimov's gonna win by knockout. I think all these fights are gonna be by knockout. I think it's an amazing card, but I wouldn't be surprised if like every single fight goes by knockout. I think it's gonna be. I'm just so excited for this card. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking about it. But anyways, Israel Madrimov versus Ortiz, I think it will be end in a knockout by Madrimov, but I wouldn't be surprised if Virgil pulls it off. I think it's close to a 50-50, but I think Israel Madrimov will knock him out. I just think he's good. I just think he's so talented. He's literally just like a Beterbiev, Lomachenko, Bivol, Golovkin hybrid. Like he's one of those dudes. He's one of those Eastern European elite level guys. Next up, I think it's a Shakur fight. I think it's a Shakur fight. He's fighting Josh Padley. Should knock him out easy. I thought he was going to knock out Kid Austin anyway because I think Shakur's power is underrated. I think he hits harder than Devin Haney, and I think his power really is underrated. I think if he wants to punch hard, he can punch hard. So I think he's going to knock Padley out. I think it should be easy. And then we have I think we only have the last two left. The Parker versus Bacoli and Beterbiev Bivol. I think those are the last two. Excuse me if I'm trying to like get this quickly out of the way, dude. I've had a Twitter ban for 7 days due to some copyright BS. So I just want to put some content out for once. So if my predictions are a little rushed, I apologize for that. And I'm just super excited. So when I'm really excited, my predictions can kind of get a little bit all over the place. But Joseph Parker versus Martin McCauley, I think. Bro, I'm trying to think real quick. Am I forgetting a fight? I don't think I'm forgetting a fight. No, I think I got them all. But I think Martin McCauley can beat Joseph Parker. The way he looked against Jared Anderson, the way this dude is just a monster. Actually, bro, it's going to be close because Joseph Parker is known for, we saw him beat Zhang. We saw him beat Wilder. We saw him, handling guys at that level, that size. This one's actually close, dude. I don't know. I want to say, dude, all these are so 50-50. Excluding the Shiraz fight and the Shakur fight, I think most of these are going to be 50-50. Man, it's going to be tough. This is actually really tough. I'm going to say... Bro, this is actually so tough. I don't know who to choose on this. Bro, this is actually a really tough one. I'm going to say... Bro, I can't choose a winner, especially with the replacement. I'm going to say Joseph Parker. I'm going to say Joseph Parker on this, okay? I'm going to go with Joseph Parker by... I think it could be knockout because there's just two heavyweights. I know a lot of people will be like decision on all these fights, but I don't know, bro. I think all these fights could end in knockout. I'm going to say Joseph Parker by knockout just because I thought against Michael Hunter. And, dude, Jared Anderson's so young. He's only a few years older than me, and he did have some good work against Bacoli, but I just don't think it wasn't ready. And I think a big grown man who has lots of experience like Parker, I think he can just go in there and knock him out. So that one's going to be insane. I'm so surprised Bicoli's a replacement. I would pick Dubois to knock Parker out though, but I think this is an insane replacement. I think it's great. Once again, props to Turkey. And then the last one, Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol 2, the best fight in boxing. I got to get it to my boy Dimitri Bivol by knockout. And listen, I know I'm always, look, if there's anyone to not listen to when it comes to how a fight is going to end, not the winner, but the style in which the fight's going to end, it's probably not, you probably shouldn't listen to me because I'm very excited. I am very emotional when it comes to boxing. I always want to see, I'm hoping for knockouts all the time, but when it comes to winners in fights, I feel like I'm the prediction king. I will still stand 10 toes down saying I'm the prediction king, but in terms of winners, but in terms of how fights happen, I don't know if I'm the best guy to listen to. But when it comes to winners, you should listen to me. But I think Bivol is going to win this by knockout because I was thinking to myself, what can these two guys do differently? Beterbiev in the first fight could not touch Bivol. The only big punch he landed, like clean, was I think in like round 11. He threw a really nice 1-2 through the guard, but he couldn't touch Bivol. All he could do is touch his guard. So what's he going to do in the rematch? Just try and punch his gloves and try to knock him out again? He's very limited. He's very, excluding his monster power and a little bit of boxing skill, Beterbiev is very limited. And we saw in the first fight, like Bivol was having target practice with Beterbiev's head. Like he was literally just boxing around him, landing whatever he wanted. So I really think Bivol just has to think of what punches he wants to land, when, how. I think Bivol has all the advantages going into this rematch because looking at the first fight, Beterbiev couldn't touch him. He really couldn't hit him clean at all. So if Bivol gets another chance to just really, and this is the first fight, the first rematch of either guy's careers, I just realized that. But Bivol, they always say how a boxer has the advantage over a puncher when it comes into a rematch. And I just think Bivol's just going to be on his, I don't like cursing a lot on this channel, but I'm saying he's going to be on his shit. Bivol is going to be on his shit. He's going to be moving back, looking all. Dude, Bivol's going to outbox him very badly, and I think he even stops him. When? I don't know. Maybe like mid to late rounds. Decision, totally fine, but I don't know how Beterbiev's going to get him because just like he can't hit him clean on the gloves. I mean, can he hit him like right here? Sure, he can, but I mean, Bivol's the one who has all the advantages going in. So looking at all my predictions, and when I read these predictions off, I'm not going to say 50-50. I'm just going to say who I think will win. I think Callum Smith will win by decision. I think Ajit Kabayel will win by knockout. I think Shiraz will win by knockout. I think Shakur Stevenson will win by knockout. I think Joseph Parker will win by knockout. And I think Beterbiev will lose. Or Bivol will win by knockout. I'm pretty sure I got that all right. Did I say every fight? There's only 7, right? There's only 7. I think I got them all. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and I'm so excited, dude. I'm so freaking excited for this. If you want to bet with me, because I know a lot of people are gonna want to bet on so many fights. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention Madrimov by knockout. Sorry, forgot that one. There we go. If you want to bet with me, Twitter JackAlter0, Instagram JackAlter_, and I think that's it. Let's have an amazing fight night on Saturday, only 2 days, and hope you all doing well. God bless and peace.